this is exercise number 6 of CSS Battle, and we have here the starting point. And so first of all, we will remove the comments. Actually, we need 4 divs to make this design, and we will make a circle around it. Let's see how we can achieve this result. So first of all, let's make the 4 divs and remove the default styling of the browser. Now we have here 4 divs, and now let's design each div one by one. Div, length of type, and this is the first. Let's color it green. Similarly, okay, this design, this width and height will be common for all the divs, so use it separately, make it common for all divs. Okay, now we will copy this template for all divs, and second and third div, make a second div of yellow color, and third of green color, and fourth is pink. So now give the body background. We have to give pink background to the body. Background is pink. Background. Okay. So now wrap these divs into a span. Actually, span will be our grid here. Now design the span. Span is our grid. Display grid, and grid template columns. To 100 pixels and 100 pixels, and we will place this span into the center here. Okay, so now we have this design, and we will make the border radius to 50%, and overflow will be hidden. In order to visualize the radius, we first of all we can make a border of 1 pixel solid. Yes, here we can see that this span has a rounded boundary. We can make the overflow hidden in order to get the required result. Yes, here we go. Let's compare our design with the result. Yes, I think it's 100% resembling the actual design. Yes, it's 100% matching. Now let's move to the next design. Okay, we have to make this leaf design. We need 3 divs. We'll make a border top left to 50% and bottom right to 50%. And then we will place those divs in the grid in order to get the required result. So likewise previous example, the span will be our grid, and we want 3 divs. Yes, now remove the default margin and padding, and make the border box sizing to the border box. Make it 120. Color each div one by one. We have to select first div and make its background to dark green. No, a little bit lighter green. We can see that body has dark green and leaf has a little bit lighter than the body. So similarly, we will copy this template and repeat for second and third leaf, and color, we will color the second and third similarly. Give a background color to body. Body has a dark green background. Yes, and now we have to place this grid in the center. Display body is grid. We will place the items to the center. The place items property is a shorthand for align items and justify items. We have to design the span. Its display, let's try to make this design using flex box. Display flex, yes, and gap will be 50 pixel, no, minus 50. Let's make it minus 50. So minus gap is not working here. So I think the grid is better option. And the grid template columns will be let's see that we have 120 pixels of width. We have to make half of the width of the div to get the desired result. So we will make 60 pixel column, and second will be also 60 pixels, and third will also 60 pixels. Yes, here we have the desired result. So each div has a border, radius, top, left, border, top, left, radius. I think this is the property, actual property. Yes, this is the actual property, 50%. And similarly, we have bottom right to the 50%, but it's not working here. So how we can achieve this? Can we make it 60%? No, this is, yes, actually this is working. 70%, yes. Similarly, we can make this 70%. Now let's make 60. Yes, 60 seems better. And we also have to make the width a little bit greater. Let's try 150. Yes, 150 and 150, and make this 75 and 75. Use the shorthand property. Repeat 3 times 75 pixels. Yes, it seems like we have correct width, but here we have a little bit gap, but it is not there. You can make it 65, no, 55, no, it's also not working. 58, no, 60, no. And 150 is 150 seems a little bit greater, and make it 70. Yes, it seems like we have, make it 60. Yes, it's okay now. Can we make it 55? Because here we can say that a greater gap than this one. 55, no, okay. 50, yes, it seems okay. And also I can see that it is placed a little bit to the right side. We have to display grid, justify content to the center. Hmm, no, it's not working. Let's visualize this in the browser DOM. In the browser DevTools, here we have the div, and we have to move our items to the left. Justify items, yes, justify items to the center. Now compare the result. I can see that width is a little bit more. Now let's compare it. Yes. Width seems okay, but we have a little bit more radius. Let's make it 70. Let's 75. No, try 70. Now compare it. We have a little bit gap. We have a little bit gap here. We can see there is a little bit gap here in the radius. How? Yes. Let's try 72 and 72. Now compare it. Now we have, now our gap is greater than the result. And now let's compare. Yes, 70 seems okay. Hmm, 68. Yes, Now I think that it is 100% okay. Now let's compare the result. Yes, now it's 100% match.